G'day, my name is Rick from You Can Drive, and today we're going to be talking about seat positioning. The reason I'm doing this, it's a bit of a basic lesson really, but I have had a couple of students recently that have had some bad seat positioning, and not by any fault of their own or their parents. It's information that's not necessarily taught by other driving schools, it's not necessarily things that people know. So I thought I'd just go through some of the basics with you and let you see how we do it. So you'll notice today I don't have my seatbelt on at the beginning of the video. Hopefully it's the only time that happens, and there is a good reason for that, which we'll come back to later. So there's three ways you can adjust your seat positioning. First one, using the lever down here, and go backward and forward. Second one, there's a little lever down the corner here that does the tilt. And the third one down here does the height. I'm not going to do much with the height today because down the bottom works for me. So first of all, you want to be able to you judge your distance for the forward and back with your clutch foot. You put your clutch foot in, and if you can look at my knee there, it's straight, or almost straight, and I'm reaching with my foot to put the clutch in properly. That's all really bad. If I'm doing that, my ankle gets involved in using the clutch, and it should all be the knee. So I want to move forward enough that when I put the clutch in, I've still got some bend in my knee, so that my knee is what's operating the clutch. So my heel is up off the floor, the ball of my foot is what's pushing the clutch in, and that's the best place for that one. So once you've got the forward and back, we then want to be looking at the tilt. So the best way to do the tilt is first of all to put your hands over the steering wheel. You want to be able to put your wrist on the steering wheel and have some bend in your elbow. That's not going to be enough. The reason we want to be close is I don't want, see, I can straighten my arms, I can lock my arm here on the steering wheel, and that's a bad thing. The reason that's a bad thing is you can't bend the arm with pressure from here. You can from here, but not from here. And so if you see a collision coming and you're going to brace for impact, when you hit that, it's not, your arms aren't going to bend because you've locked them. That pressure is going to go all the way up here and straight out the shoulder. I've had two paramedics tell me that the most common thing that they see in collisions is that the shoulders popped out from that. So once you've got your forward backward about right, that's good. You want to use the tilt to get yourself close enough, or the telescopic adjustment on the steering wheel, that when you've got your wrist on the steering wheel, you've got a nice bend in your elbow. And just check, if you can't lock it, you won't do it by accident, and that way when the collision comes, or if a collision comes, your elbows are able to take some of the impact there. Once I've got all that set up, then I can put my seatbelt on. We don't put the seatbelt on before that because I can put it on nice and comfortably. If I move back now, that's too loose, so I have to tighten it up. If I put it on right back here and then do all my adjustments, I've just tightened the seatbelt. So, I mean, it's not a big thing, but let's get myself set up again. But it's the best way to do it so that everything is nice and comfortable. Once you've got your seat positioning right and the seatbelt on, that's when you do the mirrors. We don't do the mirrors before, because if I'm back here and I adjust my mirrors and then I move forward, like the seatbelt, they're all out of place now. So it wants to look like that. You've got that back door handle in the bottom corner there. And the reason we want to do it like that is because that way we've got, you can see the car for reference, you can see the road behind you, and the rest is left up for cars. And you can see I've got a blind spot mirror there in the top inside corner. That is not something that replaces the shoulder check. You must still do your proper shoulder checks even with a blind spot mirror there. Basically you want to set that up so that it frames the back window like that. And you don't want to, I don't know how well it shows on the camera there, but you can still see things there. It's tinted. That's your night driving, if lights are blinding you. So you want it nice and clear. So you want it framing the back window, so everything's nice and clear out the back window. So thanks for joining us for that video. We've got a lot more coming up. We're going to do a lot more tutorial type videos like this. We're going to do basics, using the gear stick, using the clutch pedals. We're going to be looking at things like road positioning. We're going to do some defensive driving stuff. We're going to be looking at observation, maneuvers. There's already maneuvers available, but we're probably going to redo those and make them a little bit better. We do braking, distance demonstrations. We've got a lot of videos coming up. We've got a lot of stuff planned. So yeah, like and subscribe, and make sure you don't miss anything. So yeah, thanks for joining us, and we shall see you next time.